Leucine's role in muscle preservation cannot be overstated. As one of the 9 essential amino acids, leucine plays a unique and powerful role in the body's regulation of muscle protein metabolism. While all essential amino acids contribute to building and repairing muscle tissue, leucine is special because it acts as a key signaling molecule that directly triggers the process of muscle protein synthesis. The body's ability to build muscle depends on more than just the availability of amino acids. It also requires the activation of certain cellular pathways that tell the body to start assembling new proteins. Leucine activates a critical pathway known as mTOR, short for the mechanistic target of rapamycin. mTOR is like a master switch that turns on the muscle-building machinery within your muscle cells. When leucine levels rise in the bloodstream, mTOR activity ramps up and the process of muscle protein synthesis is initiated. This is especially important overnight when the body's natural fasting state creates a potential for muscle protein breakdown to exceed muscle protein synthesis. If leucine levels are low during this time, the mTOR pathway is less active and the balance shifts toward muscle loss. However, by consuming leucine-rich protein before bed, you provide the body with a powerful signal to keep muscle-building processes active, even while you sleep. What makes leucine particularly interesting is that it's not just about having enough total protein, it's about ensuring that the protein you consume has a high leucine content. Animal-based protein sources like dairy, eggs, meat, and fish are naturally rich in leucine, which is why they're often considered superior when it comes to supporting muscle growth. Casein protein in particular has a high leucine content and is also slow digesting, making it an excellent choice for overnight muscle preservation beyond simply preserving muscle. Leucine's activation of mTOR has implications for recovery and performance. During sleep, the body engages in a variety of repair processes, not just in muscle tissue, but also in connective tissue, the immune system, and even the brain. By ensuring that leucine is available to stimulate mTOR, you're essentially supporting all of these recovery processes at a cellular level. It's also worth noting that the body becomes more sensitive to leucine's signaling effects after exercise. In other words, if you've had a workout earlier in the day, consuming leucine before bed can have an even greater impact on muscle protein synthesis overnight. This synergy between exercise and nutrition underscores the importance of thinking about your bedtime snack as a part of your overall training and recovery plan, rather than an isolated habit. For older adults and those with higher training volumes, paying attention to leucine intake can be particularly impactful. Age-related anabolic resistance means that older adults need a higher leucine threshold to stimulate the same level of muscle protein synthesis as younger individuals. Including a leucine-rich pre-sleep protein source can help overcome this challenge and preserve muscle mass. To put it simply, leucine is like the ignition key that starts the engine of muscle-building processes in the body. Yes, by making sure it's available overnight, you can harness the power of sleep to not just avoid muscle loss, but actually promote muscle repair and growth. This small but strategic choice in your nighttime nutrition can have a profound impact on your ability to maintain and build muscle over time. Slow digesting protein sources are one of the most important strategies for combating overnight muscle breakdown and maximizing recovery. While all protein sources provide the amino acids needed for muscle maintenance, not all proteins are created equal in how they're digested and absorbed. This difference in digestion rates can make a big difference when you're trying to support muscle tissue during the long hours of sleep. Most of the proteins we consume are digested and absorbed fairly quickly. Whey protein, for instance, is rapidly broken down and enters the bloodstream with amino acids within a couple of hours after consumption. This makes whey an excellent choice for post-workout nutrition when you want to jumpstart the recovery process as quickly as possible. However, during sleep, when you're going without food for 6 to 8 hours or more, a fast-digesting protein like whey might not provide sustained amino acid availability throughout the entire night. This is where slow-digesting proteins come in. Casein protein found in dairy products like milk, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese is a prime example. Casein forms a gel-like consistency in the stomach, slowing down the rate at which it's broken down into amino acids. As a result, the amino acids from casein are released into the bloodstream gradually over a period of 6 to 8 hours, essentially providing a slow drip of the building blocks your body needs for muscle repair and maintenance while you sleep. This sustained release is critical because it matches the body's overnight fasting window. During sleep, muscle protein breakdown naturally accelerates as blood amino acid levels start to fall. But when you consume casein or other slow-digesting proteins before bed, you're essentially feeding your muscles all night long, keeping muscle protein synthesis active and helping to offset the catabolic effects of the overnight fast. Studies have shown that consuming casein protein before bed can significantly increase overnight muscle protein synthesis rates. In other words, it's not just preventing breakdown, it's actually helping to build and repair muscle tissue, leveraging the natural recovery processes that occur during deep sleep. For athletes, fitness enthusiasts, or anyone concerned about preserving muscle mass, particularly as we age, this is a simple and highly effective strategy. Beyond just casein, other whole food protein sources that have a slower digestion rate can also be beneficial. For example, cottage cheese and Greek yogurt both contain a significant amount of casein along with additional nutrients like calcium and probiotics that support overall health. These foods are convenient, tasty, and easy to incorporate into a nighttime routine. The slow digesting nature of these proteins also has additional benefits beyond muscle preservation. For many people, having a small protein-rich snack before bed can improve satiety and help stabilize blood sugar levels overnight, reducing the likelihood of waking up hungry in the middle of the night. Ultimately, the goal is to match the timing of your protein intake with the natural rhythm of your body's recovery processes. Sleep is when the body's repair machinery goes to work, but it can only function properly if the raw materials, amino acids, are consistently available. Slow digesting proteins like casein ensure that your body has access to these materials throughout the entire night, giving you the best possible chance to wake up not only rested, but also with your muscle mass intact and ready to support whatever physical challenges lie ahead. Hormonal support plays a vital role in preserving muscle mass overnight, and consuming protein before bed is an often overlooked way to optimize this aspect of recovery. When you sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's actively engaging in a complex dance of hormones that govern repair, growth, and metabolic health. These hormonal signals are crucial for muscle maintenance, and they work best when paired with the right nutritional environment. One of the key hormones that surges during deep sleep is growth hormone. GH. Growth hormone has profound effects on muscle tissue. It stimulates protein synthesis, supports the growth and repair of muscle fibers, and also plays a role in mobilizing fat for energy. GH secretion occurs in pulses throughout the day, but the largest and most consistent pulse happens in the first few hours of sleep, especially during slow-wave, deep sleep. However, this powerful anabolic surge can only do its job effectively if your body has access to the building blocks needed for muscle repair, amino acids. Consuming a protein-rich snack before bed ensures that your bloodstream has a steady supply of these amino acids right when GH levels are peaking. Without this supply, the anabolic potential of growth hormone is significantly limited. It's like having a skilled construction crew on site, but no materials to work with. Another hormone that plays a key role overnight is insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, which is closely linked to growth hormone. IGF-1 is a potent stimulator of muscle protein synthesis and works synergistically with GH to repair and build muscle tissue. Again, its effectiveness is contingent on having amino acids available. When you consume protein before sleep, you're essentially amplifying the anabolic effects of both GH and IGF-1, providing your body with everything it needs to maximize muscle recovery during sleep. Cortisol, a catabolic hormone, also rises in the early morning hours. Cortisol helps mobilize energy stores and is a normal part of your body's circadian rhythm. However, it also promotes muscle protein breakdown. By consuming protein before bed, you create a more favorable environment that helps to counterbalance the catabolic effects of cortisol. In this way, you're not only supporting anabolic hormones, but also dampening the potential negative effects of catabolic ones. For athletes and those engaging in intense physical training, this hormonal balancing act becomes even more important. Exercise itself creates a powerful stimulus for GH and IGF-1 release, but it also elevates cortisol. Consuming protein before bed helps tilt the scales in favor of recovery and growth, allowing you to adapt more effectively to the stress of training. For older adults, optimizing hormonal support is even more critical. Age-related declines in GH and IGF-1 production make it harder to maintain and build muscle mass. A pre-bedtime protein snack can help mitigate some of these age-related declines, providing a steady stream of amino acids to support what's often a reduced anabolic signal in older individuals. Finally, it's worth noting that sleep quality itself can be influenced by nighttime nutrition. Some studies suggest that consuming protein before bed may improve sleep quality by stabilizing blood sugar and supporting the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, which are involved in regulating sleep-wake cycles. By paying attention to the hormonal landscape of your body overnight and strategically consuming slow-digesting proteins before bed, you're not just preventing muscle loss, you're actively creating the ideal internal environment for repair, growth, and overall metabolic health. This approach leverages your body's natural nighttime recovery window, ensuring that every hour of sleep is working in your favor to keep your muscles strong and your body functioning at its best. Practical bedtime snack ideas are essential to making the most of the muscle-preserving benefits of nighttime protein intake. Many people understand the theory behind slow-digesting proteins and amino acid availability, but putting it into practice in a simple, sustainable way is what really makes the difference. The good news is that integrating these protein-rich options into your nightly routine can be both straightforward and delicious. One of the most convenient and effective bedtime snacks is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is an excellent source of casein protein, which digests slowly and releases amino acids into the bloodstream for several hours. Beyond its muscle-supporting properties, Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, which supports bone health and contains probiotics that can improve gut health, an added bonus. To make Greek yogurt even more palatable, consider adding a drizzle of honey or a handful of berries. This creates a satisfying, nutrient-dense snack that's easy to prepare and enjoyable to eat. Another great option is cottage cheese. Like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese is high in casein protein and has a smooth, creamy texture that many people find appealing as a bedtime treat. It's also low in fat if you opt for low-fat varieties and low in calories, making it a great option for those who are mindful of their caloric intake. Cottage cheese pairs well with fruits like pineapple or peaches, or you can add a sprinkle of cinnamon for a touch of flavor. If you prefer a liquid option, consider a casein protein shake. Casein protein powder is specifically designed to be slow digesting, making it an excellent choice for overnight muscle support. Simply mix it with water or milk. Dairy milk will add a bit of extra casein and a creamy texture, while almond milk or oat milk offers a lighter alternative. Some people like to blend in a small amount of nut butter or a banana for added flavor and nutritional value. For those who prefer whole food options and enjoy a heartier snack, hard-boiled eggs can be a solid choice. Eggs are a complete protein source and contain leucine to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. While not as slow digesting as casein, they still offer a steady release of amino acids compared to carbohydrate-rich snacks. Pairing eggs with some raw vegetables or a small portion of cheese can help create a balanced mini meal that supports overnight recovery. Another simple and effective option is a small serving of mixed nuts, particularly almonds or walnuts. While nuts are not complete protein sources, they contain a moderate amount of protein along with healthy fats and fiber, which can slow digestion and contribute to a sustained release of nutrients overnight. However, they're calorie-dense, so portion control is key. For individuals with lactose intolerance or who avoid dairy, plant-based protein sources like soy-based yogurts or tofu can be substituted. These options still provide high-quality protein and a range of other nutrients, supporting the same principles of slow digesting, muscle-supporting nutrition overnight. The key to making these bedtime snacks effective is consistency. And it's not about having a protein-rich snack once in a while. It's about establishing a nightly habit that supports your long-term goals. Choose the foods you enjoy and that fit within your lifestyle, so you're more likely to stick with it. Ultimately, these practical bedtime snack ideas can become a small but powerful part of your nightly routine. By consistently providing your body with a source of slow digesting protein, you're giving yourself the best possible chance to wake up feeling strong, recovered, and ready to tackle whatever challenges the day brings. It's a simple, satisfying step that can make a profound difference in your muscle maintenance and overall health. In wrapping up this conversation about eating the right foods before bed to combat muscle loss during sleep, it's clear that a few small, strategic steps can make a significant difference in preserving and even building muscle. By understanding how the body's overnight fasting state creates an environment that favors muscle protein breakdown, we can take proactive measures to ensure that we don't just maintain muscle, but actively support its growth and repair during these critical hours of rest. Throughout the day, muscle protein turnover is a constant balancing act between synthesis and breakdown. Overnight, without nutritional support, this balance shifts toward muscle loss. But by consuming a source of slow digesting protein like casein before bed, you can tilt the scale back in your favor, supplying your body with a steady stream of amino acids that sustains muscle protein synthesis throughout the night. It's about aligning your nutritional choices with the body's natural rhythms to create a truly 24-hour approach to muscle maintenance. Leucine, a powerful amino acid found in high-quality proteins, is a key player in this process as it activates the cellular machinery needed for muscle growth. By including leucine-rich foods in your bedtime snack, you're sending a clear signal to your body that it's time to build and repair even as you sleep. This approach also harnesses the body's natural hormonal environment. Growth hormone and IGF-1 peak overnight, creating an ideal anabolic state. And when paired with a steady supply of amino acids, these hormones work more effectively to repair and build muscle tissue, turning sleep into a powerful ally in your fitness journey. Finally, practical bedtime snack options like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a casein protein shake make this strategy easy to incorporate into any lifestyle. Whether you're an athlete pushing your body to its limits, an older adult looking to combat age-related muscle loss, or simply someone who wants to maintain a lean, healthy physique, this nighttime nutrition strategy is a simple yet powerful tool. In short, your nighttime routine is more than just rest, it's an opportunity. By paying attention to what you eat before bed, you're not only preventing muscle loss, you're actively creating an environment that supports strength, recovery, and vitality. So tonight, consider how a small, protein-rich snack can work quietly in the background while you sleep, helping you wake up ready to perform at your best. Tonight, take a moment to rethink your evening nutrition. Small changes, a scoop of casein, a cup of Greek yogurt, can have a profound impact on your ability to hold on to the hard-earned muscle you've built during the day. Sleep well, fuel up, and wake up stronger. Thank you.